So Jacob and I created Oxidate Performance with one goal in mind, and that was to create opportunities for athletes, and more specifically footballers. As athletes ourselves, growing up, we never had the right types of training, the right education, the information. So we wanted to bring everything together, create a one-stop destination for a footballer to get everything they need to develop their game and create an opportunity for them to, strive to become the best player they can possibly be.
Everything we do it's about the person, it's about the player first, and then it's about the coaching and the results. Teaching players about their body, how to move, how to prepare, how to recover. It's super, super important. So it's not just about your one training session. It's not just about your 6-week training program. It's about teaching these players how to look after their bodies for the rest of their career as well.
So at Oxidate, we work with athletes at all ages and skill levels. So from very young age, youth development, all the way through to semi-pros and professional athletes, team settings, group settings as well. And with our football sessions, we really focus on the basic football fundamentals because we believe that they're not being taught or coached specifically and correctly. And even in a semi-professional environment, there's a lot of players that lack that very skill level in the fundamental things, which make a massive difference. Football's a very simple game, and the very simple basic fundamentals need to be taught and mastered. So in a lot of our sessions, they're not very fancy sessions or crazy drills. It doesn't need to be. Just work on the basics and really nailing those basics consistently over time.
Look, there's a massive myth around strength training. I don't know where it came from and why it exists still, but the old myth is that you can only strength train during your off-season or in the pre-season, whereas in fact, if you keep the strength training consistent, you train right through the season, you just continue to grow and progress and increase the overall results. So if you look at the professional football model, each team or each player is engaging in strength training at least twice a week. So we look at professional compared to non-professional, and you sort of ask the question as to why we aren't training the same way as they do. Why can't we strength train through the season? And the answer is that you can. As long as you're training correctly with the right types of programs, the right types of training systems, with the right types of coaches, you're going to yield fantastic results.
We've put together quite a specific team at Oxidate based on the strength and conditioning, sports scientists. We've got the specific skills coaches, massage therapy, physiotherapy. So our entire team works together as one. So whether a player comes in, the initial process will be they'll get a full body screening, we'll do performance assessment, and from that we can then build a tailored program to help them, where they need to improve and what they need to focus on. Yeah, so we pride ourselves on being the only football training centre that has the recovery setting and recovery room, as well as all the training components as well. So with our 2 recovery pools, they're 5 metres long, and we built them specifically to be able to cater for an entire team. So a lot of training centres, there's probably no other training centre like ours that actually can fit an entire team at once, which means we can reduce the amount of session time and enhance the overall experience as a team, improve the recovery of the players within that squad.
In order to become the professional footballer, you have to become a professional athlete. So there's a massive disconnect between semi-professional and professional football. Professional structures, you have strength training. You've got the players going in for at least 2 or 3 gym sessions per week. You've got proper recovery. Each player is doing, contrast water therapy. They're receiving massage treatment. They're receiving the works, in that one sort of playing or training environment. So we've replicated that model, we've made it our own, and we've built this one-stop destination for players who are outside of that professional realm. So, bringing all of the awesome training content, the sports science, strength conditioning, the recovery with our contrast water therapy pools, and just giving these opportunities back to semi-pros.